it was Monday afternoon and I said I was dreaming. Loki hate you, it's dreaming. Oh, Loki is dreaming. Bam, 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 bam. Hey guys. Okay, here we are. Okay, we got Freya, Guns N' Roses is here, Soulless Hufflepuff, and Peyton. Hey Peyton, I know you're a girl because you keep saying that every time you join. So great job, doing great, Peyton. Yeah. So we did our morning stream. Sorry about last week. I told everybody this morning that it's a tough Monday. Last Monday, it wasn't tough. I was at a gaming convention, so that's why it was an unavailable Monday. And then that week I was just feeling under the weather, and I had some other stuff to do. I think that Tuesday I picked up, maybe it was Wednesday, I picked up some friends from the airport who had flown in from Florida. Chris, you don't know them, but I had some friends come in from Florida who were visiting Pasadena for Lightbox Expo. And I brought them to their hotel. We had lunch. It was fun. And then today, I had to bring them back. So I did my morning thing, my morning stream, and then I went and got them, brought them back to the airport, and that was fine. Hey, Extreme Red, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. Hope you have fun. You got here just in time because we just started. Hey, Azura. Hey, Ace. You made a new bassist best friend on Saturday. That's pretty cool. Bassists are hard to find. They're pretty sought after because nobody wants to play the bass. So there's a real drought of bassists around. But good for you. I hope you guys get to maybe play together. Good evening, Janice. College, my dorm, doing nothing. That's cool, Peyton. That's nice to take your time before finals or midterms or whatever happen. Doing some solid sewing right now. Kazara, I hope you get your sewing solidly done, because there's nothing better than finishing a project. A product-ject. I'm going to unsubscribe from my own YouTube right now, because I don't need to get you notifications when I'm the one that's doing the streaming. I'm going to open that like that, and just please, God, unsubscribe me. Choose. Okay. Alerts when a live stream starts on your channel. Turn off. Thanks, YouTube. You friggin' idiots. Why would I want notifications for when Loki Hates You is streaming? It's just a worthless email. Come on now. I'm not doing this right now. Let's see, because our Extreme Red, one of my friends is making a female Loki cosplay costume for me for San Diego next year. That'll be cool, Extreme Red. I hope you take into account that it's going to be very hot. Loki costumes are usually made out of either leather or vinyl, and San Diego is typically around 85 to 90 degrees. Therefore, very, very difficult to wear for a whole weekend. So keep that in mind. If there's going to be any parts of the costume that aren't showing, maybe make it out of a breathable material. I recommend cotton. The whole back of my tunic is made out of jersey cotton, and it saves me just a little bit of heat. Miss you, where you been? Been so worried. Mirror Eyes, Lapis Lazuli. Don't even worry about it. If I'm ever gone for a week, it's just because I'm busy. There's other things going on, so don't be worried about me. You don't need to fret about it. From an LA band, we're online friends. This band is pretty good. They're called Love and 38. Kind of a threatening band name, but cool. The stream was actually really good timing. I'm in the middle of dyeing my hair. Yes, we could do hair. We could do our hair together. Welcome to social media. It was more media based than social based. Sure. But yeah, today's been an interesting day. Some interesting hashtags trending. I thought that was I'm just looking at Twitter now, and people are putting up some pretty funny things with funny hashtags. I'm not going to get into it. It might offend some people or not. Who knows? Hey, Emmy XXO, but not not an X and then an X and then an O. It's a X and then an EX and then an O. I played a little more Borderlands today. I'm almost at level 80. I'm almost there. Just working my way through Pyro Pete's bar. And I don't like Pyro Pete's bar because it's the same fight over and over again. And all it gives you is stupid tokens to buy explodey weapons. I was going to get my best friend to watch the stream today and tell you what I sent her, but she's busy. Oh, I'm sorry, Guns N' Roses. Well, maybe next time. For a person that wants to try cosplay for the first time, would you recommend Loki's outfit from the beginning of Ragnarok or the outfit he wore during the fight with Hela? I would say the fight with Hela, only because the beginning of Ragnarok only gets a couple of minutes of screen time. It's got that kind of open chest thing. That was one of the first Ragnarok images that got released, was Loki and Thor in their new Ragnarok costumes, and Loki's got it. It looks like a bathrobe thing that he's got on in the first few minutes of Ragnarok. So I'd say go with the final fight thing, unless you're talking about the black suit he wore, which is also pretty obscure. A lot of people don't recognize a Loki costume that's the all black suit with the black tie, black undershirt, black everything. So yeah, I mean, the final one, and especially if you can get the horns, that's what people are really looking for. But it's your costume, so make whatever you want to wear, and then people are going to be shitty about it. Like, really, cosplay sucks in a lot of ways, and people don't appreciate a costume many times out of 10. And they're gonna say, what? Oh, you're supposed to be Loki. You're pretty good, but I saw a really good one before. People don't know how to not be shitty when they pay compliments to cosplayers. They could just say, I like your costume. Instead, they say, you're the third best female Loki I've seen probably this afternoon. Aside from all the other, and they just put all these qualifiers on it, and it's like, man, just say you like it or you don't, or say nothing at all. Just shut the hell up if you can, which they can't, of course. I'm gonna get first person. Also, I'm gonna get a photo op with Tom Hiddleston at NYCC, but I don't know what to do. Those photo op things seem pretty awkward. I'll be wearing my Thor. Kazara, yeah, I mean, it's not awkward because the celebrity doesn't want to talk to you, and it's not awkward because of anything the person does. It's awkward because you've been rushed. You have to wait in line for hours for those, typically, unless they organize it in a different way than I've ever seen. So what'll happen is you'll get an appointment time of like 9 a.m., and then your actual photo op will be at like 11. And from 9 until 11, you'll just be like in line, waiting with a bunch of other people who are really excited to see Tom Hiddleston. And when you get to the front of that line, they will say, okay, go. And then you'll have to like walk up to him, do the quickest pose you can, and then they'll be like, okay, get out. And then you're done. And then there might be, if you want to get the autograph too, there'll be another line at another time in the day at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll have to line up to wait for a 3 o'clock appointment. And then they'll be the same thing where there's like, okay, give me what you want him to sign. What do you want it to say? And then they'll write it on a piece of paper and sticky pad it to your thing you want to have autographed. And then when it's your turn, slide that to him. He'll know what to write. And as he's writing, he'll be like, oh, hi. And you'll be like, hey, I'm a big fan. And he's like, oh, and he'll be really nice to you for about 15 seconds. And then the manager will slide him another piece of paper, and you'll have to move on before the person behind you gets mad. So it's not awkward, it's just really rushed. So keep that in mind when you're paying however many hundreds of dollars they're gonna charge you for it. Hey, the gamer one. I actually live in the South, so the heat shouldn't bother me. I should totally follow you on Twitter. You should. It's at Loki_hates_you. I always welcome new Twitter follower. Heyo, Giles. Have you seen the trailer for the new Adult Swim cartoon called Primal? I have, Chris. I don't know. That's one of those. It's made by the guy who did Samurai Jack, right? It's gonna be like violent and like without dialogue. I don't know. Doesn't it? A lot of that real serious cartoon stuff doesn't appeal to me. I like a nice, funny cartoon. Can't stay around long. It's okay, Solo Hufflepuff. I'm glad you stopped by, even if you can't stay long. Would enjoy the stream. She likes talking about random things. That's what we do. Your friend would love it. Guns N' Roses. I'm still at work. Super loud. Can't barely hear. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Gamer One. What do you do for work? Are you excited for the Loki TV series? Yeah, I would say so, Extreme, because it's going to give you guys a lot to talk about. Although I won't talk to you about it, because it's going to be a spoiler for somebody as soon as it comes out. What I have heard is that Disney Plus is going to be releasing stuff episode by episode. So when the series comes out, it'll be one episode comes out. And then the next week another one comes out. Just like having a real TV, subscription, a cable subscription. So that'll be kind of a bummer that you can't binge watch it. But, you do what you can. You do what you can do. 3:38 a.m. So I've been trying to fall asleep for hours without success. So I've been trying to find ways to ease my insomnia. Well, Emmy, what I recommend doing is kind of meditating. Close your eyes and count your breaths. And if you lose count, just start over. And you don't worry about it. And if you find yourself thinking about things that are bothering you, imagine just a black space, space, just total darkness. And then picture the number you're counting. You breathe in, 1. You breathe out, 2. Imagine the number in front of you with nothing around it. And eventually you'll get to around 17 or so, and you'll be thinking, oh man, I'm really worried about my homework or my nephew or my dog or whatever. And then you're like, oh, wait, I'm counting. I'm not thinking about my homework or my nephew or my dog. I'm thinking about this number that's right in front of my face. And you black everything out again. And you don't have to restart, but take it from the number you're at. 18, 19. And then you'll start thinking about something else. But you don't beat yourself up about it. Don't get frustrated. You just remember, clear it all away. Keep counting. And you're supposed to be thinking about other stuff. Your mind is what it does. That's what it does. Keep wiping it away, though. And the more practiced you get at just emptying your visual, your sort of inner visual field as you count, the better off you'll be as far as falling asleep. And every time you restart, take pride in the fact that you can realize when you're cluttering your own head. Just like, okay, I'm going to start over again, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not even frustrated with it. I'm just realizing the things that are on my mind, so when I wake up in the morning, I can continue thinking about them. But right now, I'm just doing the counting. And eventually, if you can make it to 100, you'll fall asleep. That's what I find anyways, so. I think one of the best mistakes I've gotten was in Black Suit Loki. I kept getting asked if it was a SHIELD agent or Men in Black. If I was outside, yeah, Ace. No one thinks of Loki as being a guy in a black two-piece suit. So, you wear it for the Loki fans, and they recognize you, and then everyone else is just like, "Are you Crowley from Good Omens?" And you're just like, "Sure." Well, are you Professor Snape? Why not? Yeah, I'm Professor Snape. Wait, when is NYCC? When is NYCC, Chris? And who else was sick? Kazara? When is it? I think it's in a couple of weeks, right? Gamer One, the topic today is whatever you want it to be. Just bring up some stuff. We'll see if we bring it up. So, anyone have tips for relaxing? Yeah, that was my tip. I gave it to you. Cosplay is great. Resident Optimist. When people compliment a costume, it feels awesome. It does, Kazara. There's a lot of people who do it right. But there's also a lot of people who are going to be tactless. And I just want you to be ready for that, because I don't want you to ruin your time. I want you to go and take the people that say something nice and make them into friends. And I want you to go and take all the people who try to say something nice and don't succeed and be able to move on with your day. It's just something, it's a practice in being polite, I guess, a lot of times cosplay is. So just be ready for not a perfect day, but a day where you get a lot of opportunities to make friends. Convenience store, coolers are super loud. I get that. Well, good. You're working. It's more than I can say for myself. I gotta start looking for jobs. I was telling everybody in this morning's stream, I had a dream where my parents were really disappointed in me for not being employed right now. So I woke up like, I really need to start looking for work again. But Nerd Expo is in a couple of weeks. I think that's my goal, is to just, after that, I'm gonna really pound the pavement hard. Let's see. I have 2 Instagram notifications in my notifications, but I don't care. It's probably just my online bestie sending me memes with no context. Probably Guns N' Roses. Instagram's weird because it doesn't alert you when you get a message. It doesn't like give you a push notification. It just kind of shows you that little paper airplane with the 1 next to it or whatever. So I miss a lot of Instagram messages. Hey, if I ever met you in real life, I give you a big hug. Thanks for everything, for being there. Probably wouldn't get far without you and the others. Thank you so much. Hey, Lapis Lazuli. Yeah, hugs are cool. Oh. Hey, little baby. Oh, don't fall off the bed, okay? What are you doing back there? Being pretty cute. You got a little itch? Yeah, you do, buddy. Oh, man. She's just a little kitty cat, but she's cute every time I see her. What are you gonna do? Let's see. Hey, Eris. Has anyone ever approached you at a con and asked you for an autograph? Once or twice. Extreme Red. I'll sign anything. If they got a marker, I'll sign them. Crack of your ass is what I always say. Yep, New York Comic Con is October 3rd through 6th, so pretty soon. Cosplay is all about having fun with friends and like-minded fans of all ages. To hell with the negativity and mean-spirited critics who act like douchebags towards cosplayers just for being... Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's sometimes people being dicks, but very rarely when someone says something tactless at a con about your cosplay. What really sucks is when somebody says something that they mean to be nice, or they mean to be constructive critics, but they're just being kind of nitpicky, pedantic assholes. So that's the stuff you gotta watch out for, because there's a lot of dudes. It's always, not always, but it's mostly dudes who just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna help you out right now, and let you know that your trim is wrong, so that next time you show up to the con, you can fix your trims for me to assess. And it's like, forget those guys. As soon as they say it's just, give them a little chin raise and keep walking. Because there's the never-ending torrent of those guys. Doing great. How are you? Okay. I've always wanted to go to a con, but I haven't been able to. My sister goes all the time. Those have things to do with the kids. Oh, I'm sorry, Janice. I hope you do get to go. Maybe you can bring the kids sometimes. That'd be fun. Kids love cons. Maybe. If they have the attention span for it. Ace Comic Con near me will have Chris Hemsworth and Tom Holland. My friend bought us tickets for the whole weekend. That'd be cool, Extreme Red. Yeah, I would keep in mind those celebrity appearances usually are a whole extra ticket you have to buy, and they're very expensive. So just don't get your hopes up that you're gonna get to get a little FaceTime accidentally with any of the big name guests. Some of the smaller ones you might, some of the artists and whatnot, but they keep the actual celebrities very sequestered. Thanks, Eris. I got the hair pulled back because it's too hot in here. I almost forgot. I wanted to say that I love Amada's artwork. She's really talented. She is, Azura. Go check out her stuff on Instagram. I think it's Talisman and Miss Amada? MISS _Amada? I don't know which one is her art profile, but they're both there. There is a kitty. I have a conversation with someone. I will get a notification, but it's someone I haven't talked to won't show me. Yeah, I don't love using Instagram. I don't love using any social media anymore. It's become all of them have way too many buttons and way too little intuitive functionality. Like, the day that Facebook stopped showing you things in the order that people posted them was the day that it lost a lot of its luster. It's great to hear. PGC. What artwork does she do? Eris, Amada does a lot of digital paintings of Loki. So she'll take a photo that exists of Loki and she'll remake it with a different background or whatever, but she makes these really nice, smooth oil painting looking digital paintings. And her Tumblr is there too. There usually isn't anything too embarrassing on her Tumblr. I've been watching it. So yeah, go check out Amada's stuff. I guess I can't sleep because I have a lot of stress, since I should get myself a job, but so far I haven't gotten responses from places I've been contacting, so I feel kind of miserable. I get it, Emmy. Job hunting is the worst. It sucks. And like, what do you like? All you can do is try. And I mean, these people, it's crazy that nowadays, with kind of internet applications and the availability of things, and just generally, I think dishonesty is encouraged in job applications a little bit. So what you'll end up with are these jobs that are like not great jobs. They're stuff that teenagers and inexperienced people should be taking on, and it's like, hey, if you want to have this job, prove that you're like a multitasker who's detail oriented and has a great memory. And it's like, man, you want me to stock shelves? Like, I can tell you that I know numbers and the alphabet, and I'll do my best, and I'll come to work every day. But it's like people are asking for like these savants with all these like insane skill sets that involve like having like a Stephen Hawking style grasp of things, and it puts a lot of pressure on you. And then you end up working in fucking Target or something, and they're like, okay, well, instead of spending money to like have someone show you how to do this job, we're gonna sit you in front of a computer with like a Windows 98 operating system and have you go on a website and take a test with like a couple of 14-year-old pictures about like how to do all these things in the store that have all these crazy acronym names. And a shelf isn't called a shelf, it's called like a display module, and each module has an RPI number, and RPI stands for Representative Product Integrator or something like that. And it's like all these terms for like put the shit on the shelf. Same thing with like a restaurant. You have to know this incredibly complex, like, here's the table simulator, and you got to know where to put this guy, and then this all goes to this, feeds into the kitchen. It's too much, and no one gets the benefit of the doubt of just being like, hey, I can do stuff, just hire me and I'll do the stuff anymore. You've got to like prove that you can do even really menial stuff to begin with. Gave up on accuracy for cosplays, as you should, Dead Purple. Although your Selena cosplay, I mean, it seems like everybody got you right on the money. Everybody knew what you were going for. Kitty just wanted to be seen. She did. I wish I lived near a con. Nolan, you'd be surprised. There might be some ones closer than you think. At least maybe even a Ren Fair or something like that. The great grandmother took me to Greenville Village and Ford's Garage this weekend. It was pretty fun spending time with her. Oh, that's nice. I wish I had gotten along better with one of my grandmothers. There was one that I really liked talking to when I could, but by the time I had the wits about me to understand conversations on a deeper level, I wasn't really interested or my grandmothers weren't really there the entire way. It was a lot of, so when are you gonna get married and have babies? And it was like, oh, well, I don't know. Brianna, PGC has already walked over there. Let me see. Let me give you a little look at PGC over here. Yeah. She's right there at the bottom of that fan. Yeah, what a good little girl. She's over there doing her thing. When is your birthday? Just wondering. Mine is September 26th. Well, happy close birthday. Mine is April 28th. Which, it'll be around eventually. How is your wrist? My wrist is fine. I just wear these for comfort. These are padded on the bottom, so when I rest my wrist to move the mouse around, it's less thing. It's less painful. I don't know. I get a lot of wrist pain from resting my wrist on hard surfaces. You can send the link if you'd like. Azura Laufitsen. I don't know which link. Facebook, lack of notification order is why I miss a large number of the streams. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ace. I think if you maybe... there's certain things you can turn on to get my notifications when I post stuff, but it's a big pain in the ass. Otherwise, maybe subscribe to Twitter or this YouTube channel. I can tell you firsthand, if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, it'll send you an email when I start streaming. Twitter is where it's at to not miss streams. Take it from Kazara. Subscribe to the Twitter. She's amazing. And drama on social media. There's a lot of drama on social media. What did I miss last stream? Not much, Brianna. We talked about this and that. Nothing too crazy. I had to do a resume to become a media aide at my school, and all I do is make copies, deliver notes to classes, and help in the library. It's easy, but it's a privilege. Yeah, Guns N' Roses. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is to qualify for an unpaid internship, you have to like basically show proof that you're able to do the work of like a professional doing a salaried job at whatever place, and then you end up like doing the most menial stuff, taking out trash, getting coffee, filing things, and it's like there might be a minimal amount of training involved in all that stuff, but for the most part, like, this is stuff that you should be able to walk off the street and be able to be like, I can do it. Like, I can read and write and count and add and subtract and multiply and all that stuff. So why do I need to make a resume and a CV to get an internship that I might not even be getting paid for? It's insane. It's crazy. She's amazing. Okay, what did I miss? Table Simulator. I had to do a resume. Bye, Freya. As much as I like Tom Hiddleston and respect him as an actor, there's no way I can afford to get a photo and autograph with him. Didn't it cost? Yeah, I mean, it was a very expensive photo op when I went with Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston. So I don't honestly recommend it. I mean, if you want the picture that bad, pay for it, but don't make a habit out of like, I gotta get every photo op with Tom Hiddleston. Like, get the picture and then you're done. Just check it off the list. I've been working at a rock climbing gym for a few months now. It's my first job, and I feel really lucky to have gotten a job that doesn't suck. Yeah, Kazara, and you know what though? Like, do well in your job, but by all means, don't stay there because they granted you the privilege of working there. Like, keep looking for better opportunities. Use your experience to either move up in that business or move to a place or take offers from a place that's willing to pay you better, that does the same thing. Like, you constantly be leveraging your skills to make more money and work the hours that you want to work and do the things you want to do. Because if you stay at a job and they're not moving you forward, then you end up regretting it. Hey Tim, welcome back. Glad to see you. I'm happy you're here. Well, a lot's been moving around in your life, so I'm glad you're doing well enough to have a little free time. What's your favorite BSB song? I don't know what BSB is, Brianna. Backstreet Boys? Everybody. Let's say Everybody. That's one of the only ones that I can actually recognize when I hear everybody. Yeah. Rock your body. Yeah. That's a good one. Just all the way in New York City. Oh man, no, I don't know where you are, but what are you gonna do? My grandfather calls interns gophers because the bosses tell them to go for this and go for that. Yeah, exactly. Guns N' Roses. Like, you don't get a lot of respect as an intern, and chances are, unless you're related to somebody or you make a lot of really good, solid friendships while at an internship, they usually have no qualms about just letting you go without any real good reference beyond that. It's like, yeah, he interned here, did intern work. They didn't really do much. Perfect, good. Hire them if you want to. I'm trying to do your story, then another story, and 7 more stories in school. I'm getting stressed. Well, Lapis Lazuli, don't be afraid to not do my story for a while. Take your time. I'm not, there's no deadline here. I probably wouldn't feel so stressed out if both my sisters wouldn't have gotten a job so easily. I feel like I'm just not talented enough to get an acceptance. It's crushing my self-confidence. Yeah, Emmy, I get it. My brother always kind of waltzed into jobs. I had to kind of get a job through a friend as my first job. Actually, my first job was at Walmart, and I ended up quitting after a week because it was too depressing. It was too, I don't know, just soul crushing. Even as a teenager, I knew that working at Walmart sucked. And then I worked at a different department store, and it was great. Like, I worked at a place called Benny's, and I loved it. So, find something that even if you do find a job, don't like lock into it because they gave you an opportunity. Stick with it if you enjoy doing it, and if you don't hate going to it. Also, Christmas time's coming up. A lot of people are hiring around Christmas between retail, even if it's part-time or I guess temporary. Take a little temporary work. That's nice to make a little money. Can't stay, but I wanted to say hi. Hi, still Silver Sky Dragon. Welcome and goodbye. I run a page on Facebook called Loki's United Army. We're collecting letters in a binder because we've noticed that he's been not his cheerful self as of late. Would you like to pitch in? Not particularly, Moonra. I mean, I'm not sure if you're collecting letters for Tom Hiddleston or for the character that is Loki, but either way, I think Tom Hiddleston knows that in my heart I'm sending him my best. Other than that, I'm not going to put a lot of effort into a binder full of letters because who knows if it'll ever get to him. He's probably overworked. I mean, becoming a more popular actor than he already is an intense amount of networking in his field. He's doing movies, he's doing Broadway shows, so for him not to be as chipper as he was when he was kind of rising up the ranks, I mean, I don't blame him. He's probably got people waiting for him outside of stage doors every night he performs, expecting something, expecting him to be happy and friendly and stuff, and that's a lot to ask of somebody who just did a 2-hour plus rehearsal and performance and everything. It's a lot of pressure, and I'm sure he just likes his privacy now, as he probably always has, but even more so now. So don't be worried if Tom Hiddleston isn't seeming to be the same guy he used to be. Any of the Instagram ones is fine with me. By the way, on a sad note, I heard that the actor Robert Axelrod, who played the voice of Lord Zed on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, has recently passed. Rest in peace, Robert. Yeah! Oh, I saw him. I didn't realize he did Lord Zed, but yeah, it's always sad to hear. But, it seemed like he lived a full life. Tried to keep a low profile. Had a great time in NYC in July. Jasper was a blast last month. Heading to Philly in November for Thanksgiving. Well, cool, Tim. Glad you're getting to move around a little bit. I think I'm going to head off. Bye, Brianna. My sister is fostering 2 stray kittens, and I'm getting attached to the one called Mia because she's adorable. Oh, maybe it's time to adopt another kitten, Guns N' Roses. Maybe it's not time to have a little extra kitten in the house. Just tired of this place and looking forward to leaving in 2 years. Oh my god, you get 2 years? Kay got himself a Switch and is going hardcore on the new Smash Brothers. Oh, really, Tim? Well, I think I've actually posted my Smash code online. I'm always happy to get a couple matches in here and there. Although it always seems like people want to play at the most inconvenient times. I'll, just be in the middle of making dinner and everyone's like, I got 20 minutes to play! And I'm like, well, not gonna play right now. So, Smash is a little tough to squeeze in sometimes, but I'm always happy to put a new friend on the friend list. So guys, that's about all the time we have for now. But it was good seeing those of you that haven't been by in a while, and it was good meeting those of you who just came in. It was good seeing the people who were here even a couple hours ago to watch the first stream. But I'm going to run over to the supermarket, get some food, make some dinner, watch the 3rd episode of The Expanse, which people are crazy about for some reason, not really sure why. And then go to bed. Talk to my girlfriend and go to bed. 2 story, which my first story and game dead by daylight, trying my best, doing yours, a story for my friend, another YouTuber, and okay. Well, great, Lapis Lazuli, write as much as you can in the time you have. My sister loves the kittens too, to death, but her friend wants the one I want. Yeah, well, as long as the kitten ends up with a good home, there's always more real cute kittens. Thanks for your advice. So much appreciated. Hey, no problem. See you next Monday. See you next Monday, Guns N' Roses and everybody. I will talk to you all soon. Miss you, love you, bye. Everybody.